Welcome to Titan Anderson Sports. You cannot spell Titans without putting that T-A in it, baby. What's going on, fellas? How's it going? Let's get it cracking tonight, fellas. Let's get it cracking. Let me scoot y'all in real quick. Oh my God, fellas. Oh. We got to hear our head coach spit some facts. Spit them facts, fellas. Brian Callahan is here. And if you don't see passion, if you don't see why Amy went out and said, get your ass here. Woo. I love it, man. I love it. We're going to actually listen, and I hope it comes through good. We're not going to play the video. We're going to play the audio, though, of the whole conference, the whole media talk. And again, you guys are welcome to hang out. Y'all are welcome to do what you need to do. I'm gonna say what's up to everybody first. First of all, brand new. Let's crack this baby open. I need everybody in the chat section. Let me know how we feeling today. This is crazy. Callahan, Coach Callahan is here. Amy picked the right guy, man. I'm so stoked. I can't wait to go over this with you guys. It's just exciting because it's a breath of fresh air. These last 2 years, vrabel has shit the bed, no diaper. He has turned it from coach of the year to tomato coach. Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, this is crazy. Whoa, let's go. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. He said score 30 finally. I'm done. All right, we got that cracked open. I'm going to say what's up to everybody, and then again, we're going to play the audio and react to it with you guys. Your guys' questions, everything like that is important. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I wanted to go over this with you guys. And again, this is huge, fellas. This is huge. If you didn't like Callahan before, how do you not like him even more now? It's crazy. So I just want to say what's up to everybody. Home of the Titans, Black Bear, SM Ducky, Gator Hater, Michael M, of course. Michael M, actually number one mod for me. Number one, not mod, sorry. Number one subscriber for me. Most comments and likes combined. And so shout out to Michael. I appreciate that. Who else we got up in here before we get this video going? Big Dog is in the building. Rossi, what's up, Rossi? How you doing, buddy? Daniel. Void Proddy, everybody, Lamarcks, you look, I'm not sure if that's new or not, but that's what I'm talking about. Titans Rossi, he says you can't spell Titans without putting that T-A in it. Man, we got to get that on a shirt, huh? Big Dog's ready to go. Volcano Void. Yeah, man, we ready to go. Titan South. Man, there's a bunch of people, man. I appreciate you guys all for being here, man. Sambo says he cried during his press conference. We gonna get into it, bro. We're going to get into it. We're going to break it down, talk about it, do everything we need to do. This is going to be this one's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of listening going on, but a lot of it is, it's going to be me and you guys listening to this, breaking it down, reacting to everything, because this is huge. This is a big, where's Big Dog at? There it goes. I think he got his, we're going to just leave you at that one for right now. Big Dog, you got the standard one back. Stevie, Volcano, it's so much easier on the phone, man. I can't wait to just start using that shit. There's a lot, you guys. We're going to talk about everything, on not just him crying or anything like that. It's going to be fun, fellas. It's going to be fun. But before we get started, I wanted to announce, I'm not sure if my wife is in the building. If she's in the building, put it in the chat if she's watching. If she is, I'll have her announce it. No, she's not pregnant. We're not having a kid or anything. There's something that I want her to announce if she wants to. It's pretty dope, man. So we'll see if she's here. We're gonna be announcing the second jersey winner, the second subscriber from last year that was the second most combined likes and comments. And yeah, so we're gonna be releasing that, and then so someone else is joining Michael M for the free jersey, for being a top 2 subscriber for me from 2023. All right, fellas. Hopefully everybody's excited. Everyone's ready to go. This is gonna be fun. Again, this is crazy because it's like, this is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for, like, this is what we wanted Vrabel to do. Like, after he won Coach of the Year, we thought we were just going to be running away with division after division, and then all of a sudden, boom, speed bump. We got a guy who's younger, different mentality, he's been around the league forever, brings a different thought process. I love it, you guys. I love it. So we're going to try to play this. Hopefully you guys can hear it. If you guys can hear it, good. I want to make sure that it's loud enough and everything for you guys. If you guys can hear it okay, then I want you guys to let me know in the chat, right? Good, bad, great, whatever. Just let me know how it sounds, and we're going to listen to this and break it down, because this is what it's about, man. This is what it's about. We're going to put his face up right here, just let y'all know how happy he is to be a Titan, right? Let's make him a little smaller. He a little big right now. All right, man. So here we go, bro. Here we go. This is crazy. Void Prodigy says Belichick is a good coach, too. Look at him. What's up, home of the Titans? Everybody's good, man. Everybody's good. So let me know if you guys can hear this, and then we'll break this down a little bit. So let me know if y'all can hear this. Hold on.
You don't get to these places in front of rooms like this with incredible people sitting here watching.
Okay, how does that sound, you guys? How does it sound? Is it too loud? Too? I need to know specifically so that we can do this the right way. I don't want it to sound bad. I really want you guys to enjoy this with me. So everybody in the comment section, put it in the comment section right now how it sounds, and then we're going to get this going, man. We're going to get this going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me know in the comment section. Make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it, you guys. Let's get it. Let me know. Let me know if you guys could hear it. He said turn it up just a tad bit. All right, we're just going to turn it a little bit for you guys so you guys can probably hear it a little bit better. I hear baby TA trying to break into the blue dungeon. All right, let me know if this is better.
Build a future that Titan fans will be proud of. With that, I'd like to introduce the head coach of the Tennessee Titans.
Let me know how we sounding, y'all.
Callahan.
This is a pretty surreal moment for me. I need to fix this for you. Is that good? You don't get to these places in front of rooms like this with incredible people sitting here watching this without a lot of help along the way. And so I want to make sure that I point out the people that have done that. And most importantly, you're going to have to bear with me because it might be a little more difficult than...
If you guys don't want to watch it, look through my glasses.
This really is a lifelong dream of mine to be standing at this podium in front of everybody here.
That's funny as fuck.
To be a head coach at the highest level, to be this franchise's head coach is a great responsibility and an incredible honor. I'm excited to put in the work and hard work necessary for us to be able to have the success that we all envision. There's great things about Nashville, and there's great things about the Tennessee Titans, and part of my job is to make sure that we bring all those things to life. I'd like to thank first and foremost Amy, Kenneth, and Barclay for giving me this opportunity to
sound
run
nervous,
this historic
bro.
franchise in partnership with you.
Y'all hear that? He sound nervous, right?
It's a responsibility that I do not take lightly, and it's one that I'm deeply appreciative for.
Hey, I just want to stop it real quick. Do you guys hear it in his voice? He sounds so nervous. He sounds like he sounds super humble. He sounds like he's like so appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. He sounds like he's not going to take this for granted at all. He's going to do everything he can for us to do well. I'm telling y'all, like when I first heard this cuz I've already heard it, but I wanted to go through it live with y'all. I'm telling you guys the truth, man. I really think we got the right guy. Like, literally, him and Ben Johnson were my top two. I was more favoring him because of the guys he's worked with and been around. This guy, like, not just the crying and you know what I'm saying, this guy is going to bring a lot. You can hear it in his voice. He's ready to go. Football means a lot to him. He's been around football forever. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going.
From the moment of our first Zoom meeting, I felt an unbelievable connection to the people in the room, and that was, as Rand mentioned, Anthony Robertson, Chad Brinker, Rand, Carthon was in there, Burke was in there, Bryce was in there. Just the connection from the get-go was incredible, and I knew that it was going to be a place that I wanted to call home. It felt like that from the very beginning.
Hell yeah.
I'm thankful that they felt the same way. I was about to make an impassioned plea to Rand as our meeting was concluding on Monday evening, and it turns out I didn't have to do that. They wanted me about exactly the same way that I wanted them, and that everything felt right.
Woo!
The relationships felt right. The energy felt right. When I was walking around the building, and we had opportunities to meet people from different parts of the organization, it was an incredible feeling. It felt like a family. I've been fortunate to be a part of an incredible organization in Cincinnati that felt very similar, and it was comfortable to me to feel that. There's unbelievable people here. I haven't met all of them, and I can't wait to meet everybody that works in this organization. But man, if you guys could feel the way I felt after that
Listen
first
to
Zoom
him.
meeting, I was about to call Rand and be like, all right, man, let's get it done.
Ah!
I don't care what anybody. You can talk to whoever you want to, but I want it done now.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. It was very important to me that this is the place that I wanted to be, and I'm very thankful that they felt the same way.
He said, "Get it done." He's all slapping the table, bro. He's slapping the table. What? He's over here like, yo. Bro, you can't tell me. You cannot tell me, bro. All those haters out there saying Titans took a guy who's too young, too inexperienced, not ready for the big moment. Just watch this interview. Sit back and watch the young buck work, bro. Are you kidding me? The passion, the energy, the excitement, everything you could want in a head coach is there. He's going to change this team, flip it around, and put it in the right direction. Bro, you can't listen to this and not be excited. This guy's crazy, bro. Like, everything right now is you know, we were so it's crazy how fast this has happened. It seems like just yesterday us Titans fans were sitting there wondering who the hell's going to be our coach. Not only do we know who's going to be our coach, this guy's awesome, man. He's probably better than everything we. No wonder Amy's like, nah, dude, you're the coach, bro. Like I said, when people were saying, are you you team vrabel or you team Carthon? I said, bro, I'm team Amy. Team Amy. She had relationships and everything, personal, professional, everything with Mike Vrabel. And she said, nothing is bigger than the program. Tennessee Titans come first. We need a change. First, Rand comes in. Then Brian Callahan. I mean, the change of this team has already been remarkable. When we traded Byard, it seemed like we got, like, what the hell are we doing? We won that trade. Look at last year's draft. I mean, the free agents we brought in were, you know, weren't all great, but look, we brought in D-Hop. You know, Aziz looked great. SMB, when he was healthy, was solid. Bro, Amy's working, bro. Amy's working. She's the head of the snake. Rand's the brain. And this brilliant man, Brian Callahan, is the snake fangs, baby. You get too close and he's going to get your ass. He's going to get your ass. He says in this, you're going to hear soon, he wants Nashville. He wants it to become the #1 hardest place to be at. If you're going to come here, he wants you to struggle. So all the people there in Tennessee, you better hold it down at those games. I'm on the West Coast. I can only do my part over YouTube and on the West Coast games. I will be there for the Rams game. But you guys, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable how fast this team seems to be turning around. And Rossi, I see your comment, dude has worked with so many quarterbacks. I mean, the list is insane. I should have put it up. I mean, Stafford and Peyton Manning and Joe Burrow and the list goes on. Like, This guy's been around so many top quality quarterbacks. This is a great comment, Rossi. And a lot of people don't even know that. And that's part of the reason why I said I want him or Ben Johnson. Mostly because of the people he's been around, but because of his youth. I love the age. I love the brilliant mind. I love that his dad has already had him around the business. That's why Callahan was in my top 2, always. Because of things like that. Let's keep listening, man.
I do want to point out, really most importantly, though, that there was an instant connection with Ran and I. And we see building a team, we see the culture of the building the same. And that's an important part of this entire process. His energy and passion for the Tennessee Titans made me believe in him. And that's what made me want to be here, standing in this room. And I'm, again, thankful that I get to be here, because a lot of that is because of what Ran presented as we started this process. He's an excellent communicator, and he's an outstanding person.
Ran Carthon, baby! Everybody hashtag Ran Carthon right now. Let's go.
To get going. I do want everyone to know that this has felt like a family to me from the start. And that's one of the most important things to me.
Just stop. I'm not going to talk for a long time because we got to let him talk. Family. This is one thing that I mentioned why Derrick Henry should stay. Because if Derrick Henry leaves, he'll be loved for sure, but nobody can love him like us Titans fans can. We're a special group. Whether you're in Nashville, whether you're in Mexico, whether you're in California, whether you're in Spain, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in Brazil, it doesn't matter. If you're rocking these colors, family, bro. Family. Look at what we're all doing right now. None of us have met in person probably, and yet we're all here all the time, supporting each other, supporting this team. We got the right guy. Let's let him talk.
My family. And so when you talk about that, there's a quote from Jurgen Klopp. I didn't want to just rip it off and
so fucking happy.
But he had said it at one point. He's a soccer coach with Liverpool. He said,
hit that like button, fellas. Almost 50 watching.
Together, you can create something very special. And that's what I believe in. That's what we'll do here. That to me is what this is all about. And there is no ability to have success without those principles. All right, I would like to thank the Cincinnati Bengals organization. Mike Brown, who is probably one of the greatest men that I've ever met.
Thank you, Bengals. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We're going to press pause because he said, hold on, he's getting emotional. We got to give our coach a second. Bro, let's be honest, bro. This is a whole new era. I was telling my wife, little TA, when my son was born, his era was the Derrick Henry era, whether Derrick Henry's still here or not. And you know, as the baby growing up watching as a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Little TA will be 8 in May. My youngest will be 2 on the 2nd, fellas. Baby TA will be 2 on the 2nd, bro. This is the Will Levis, Jeffrey Simmons, Ran Carthon, Brian Callahan era. Miss Amy, lead the way. Let's get it. Get that likes up, guys. Let's go.
I'll get it together in a second. Don't worry.
Let's go. I'll get it together in a second. Take your time, baby. You the head coach.
Elizabeth and Caroline and Duke Tobin and his
Woo!
They gave me an incredible opportunity to grow, and they were patient, and they invested in me, and I'll forever be grateful for that. The next one.
Ooh, he's struggling, baby. He's struggling.
You can see how much these people mean to me.
Oh, hold on. We got. Ooh, I got goosebumps, baby. I got goosebumps. He's all. You could tell. You could see how much these people mean to me. You know what I'm saying? He's leaving a place that meant so much to him, that gave him opportunities. You guys got to understand. Isn't he? What is he? 39 years old, something like that. The dude is young as hell. So he's very grateful, and he knows. A head coach in his 30s is very young, right? He's ready to go. And just to hear how thankful he is, I don't see any quit in this man. I don't see anything but giving 100% to this franchise. Miss Amy just found a special coach for this team, you guys. This is special. All we got to do is get, T. Higgins to come on over with him, But we got this guy's awesome. Like, he's awesome. Holy shit. Every time he talks, I just like him more and more. Holy hell. This is crazy, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys, man. We're going to continue watching, but this is crazy, bro. Sorry I'm not getting into the comments too much right now, you guys. I'm really just I really want us to kind of, me to react with you guys and everything like that. So I'm kind of looking at it right now. Big Dog says, yeah, 39 years old. That's what I thought. Everybody hit like and subscribe. We got 46 people watching right now. That's what's up, you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's get back into it, man. Coach is Titans head coach. We're listening to his his little media talk, if you will, and he's letting everybody know how appreciative he is for all the people who's helped him get to where he's at. It's unbelievable, man. We have such a great head coach. So excited for him.
I'll get it together.
I'll get it together.
All right. And then probably most importantly, Zach Taylor. He's a great friend. He's been an incredible mentor. And he's a fantastic football coach. Thank you for everything. All right. Thank you to the players and the coaching staff. Obviously, without an incredible amount of hard work, I don't get to stand here. And there's a lot of people that go into that, staff, players, particularly the quarterback room, Joe Burrow, Jake Browning. Those guys I'm incredibly indebted to. I wish I could list the whole team, but I can't. We'll be here too long. You guys will get bored. But I loved working with those players every day.
We ain't gonna get bored.
There's something special about where I came from that I hope to replicate here. I think you can see it and how I feel when I speak about it. But I love going to work every single day there. And that's the environment we're going to create here.
Yeah, buddy.
People love coming to work. They enjoy everybody they're around. And that creates an environment that's sustainable, and you can have sustained excellence and have a chance to win a lot of football games. And so that's what we're
Beautiful.
After. I would like to thank, probably most importantly, than anybody else in this room, my wife, Allison, who's sitting right here.
You got to, man. You got to.
She's everything I could ever ask for in a partner. This is a difficult profession, and I wouldn't be here today, and I couldn't do my job if it wasn't for her.
Yeah.
To my 2 wonderful children, thank you for being good today.
Yeah. Hey, he said thank you for being good today. I know all about that shit, bro. That is crazy, man. Shout out to the kids, man. Shout out to the kids. I got 2 kids as well. Little TA and baby TA, man. Baby TA again will be 2 in 7 days, something like that. So it's gonna be crazy, man. Throwing them a dinosaur party, man. We'll be putting some pictures up so y'all can see it and shit. Unbelievable. He's a family man. Cares about his family, man. Well, I mean, what more? Like, come on, bro. Every time you talk, damn. He needs to walk around in some gold tip shoes and diamond stud, cuffs on. And man, this guy's flossing right now, you guys. He's shining bright. He's saying and doing everything we need. This is crazy. He's everything that vrabel's not. Sorry. Let's go.
Right here, and Ronan right there. You say hi, bud? Yep. All right. And there's a lot of people that I don't get to say here that have invested in my career and invested in me that are hugely important into me getting to this point in my career. But I apologize. I can't list everybody again. But thank you to everybody who's ever invested in me, who's spent time with me, who's helped me grow. I'm very appreciative for all that time and effort.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to thank my parents, Bill and Val. They are not here today. They're watching somewhere on the stream. They've been the most influential people in my life. They've been my biggest supporters, and they've given me an incredible amount of confidence. They've shown me the type of love and nurturing that allowed me to be the person I am today.
Hell yeah.
And there's nobody that I'd lean on more at any point in my life than both of them. They've been the single most greatest influence I've ever had. And thank you for the love and support.
Hell yeah.
Just a couple people in my family I'd like to point out.
He's getting foggy on us, fellas. He's getting foggy again.
My brother Danny, his wife Susie.
Brother.
My sister Catherine, her husband Chris.
Okay.
Their kids Liam and Evelyn. My youngest sister Jackie. And my family means everything to me. I love you guys. Thank you for everything.
This guy's
my
fucking.
in-laws,
This guy's
Connie and
amazing.
Jack,
This guy's fucking
my
awesome.
brother-in-law Jack, his wife Sherry, along with their 3 kids, Jack, Navy, and Wells. That's a lot of Jacks in there for those of you who are counting.
I see you, Zach.
Thank you for all the love and support as well. All right, there's 2 people here that I'd like to recognize. But first, my high school coaches at De La Salle High School in Concord, California. It's a place that I'm incredibly proud to have really part to be a part of.
Hey, he ain't playing, bro. He's going through the whole day. He's going through his whole life story, bro. But it's all good. Like I said, I'm here to listen to it. Again, you're free to do what you guys want to do. Be here, don't be here. But I told you guys, when it comes to these live streams, and the interactions, it's got to be done. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get through this. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it every time he talks. Every time he talks, you're getting to know him a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a brand new coach. It's a whole, you guys, like I was just explaining, this is baby TA's Titans era. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new era, bro. It's a whole new era leading us into the new stadium. A lot of people want to continue to doubt us, continue to shit on us or whatever, even shit on this head coach. Little did they know. Little did they know. This guy's awesome. I'm so happy that he's the guy Amy made sure didn't go anywhere. He's here with us, and he ain't going nowhere. I'm a big fan of what's going on with this guy. He's everything he's saying, everything he's doing, and now all we got to do is just make sure that he puts it on the field. Make sure that this offseason he brings in the right guys, and let's get to work.
And specifically Bob Laddister and Terry Edson, who are not here today, but hopefully they're watching this. Thank you for showing me what commitment to hard work was and what it meant to be a part of a team. I'd like to have special recognition for Mark Pinella, his wife Sue, his daughters Francesca and Sophia, who are sitting somewhere. They're here somewhere.
Man, he got everybody there, bro. He's got everybody there, bro.
High school. He is a Franklin resident here today. And he helped raise me into the man that I am standing right in front of you. The last one I'd like to point out is Patrick Walsh. Patrick Walsh is currently the head coach at Sarah High School in San Mateo, California. He gave me my first coaching and teaching job in 2008. And so I felt like it was important that he be here for this. He came all the way from California.
2008 was my graduation year.
To be here. So
that's crazy.
He's one of my closest friends and incredible mentors. And again, I would not be sitting here in front of you without his love, support, and guidance, and he's always been there for me. Thanks, P-Dub. Yep.
This guy's fucking unbelievable.
Moving on to past the emotional stuff here. I'm glad that's over. What we're trying to do here is establish...
He said, let's stop crying, baby.
High standards.
Chat section, how you feeling?
Meetings, walkthroughs, practices, how we interact in the building, how we work in the front office, how our scouts work, how our players work, how everybody in this building works. Everyone's going to be held to a high standard.
They better.
Held to a high standard. I've never met a player in football that doesn't want to be held to the highest possible standard.
That's what I'm talking
so we can go
about.
make that happen and get it done.
Yes.
There's going to be excitement to walk into this building every day. You guys saw how emotional I got talking about Cincinnati. Well, that's how I want our players and people to feel here. When you walk in the building every day, there's an incredible excitement about what's ahead.
I'm already excited. Y'all excited? Look at him. He said when you walk in the building, man, everybody better be excited. None of this lollygagging around, dragging your feet, wondering where to go. No, hell no. Hell no. He wants you to act like you're live in a Titan Anderson Sports live stream, bro. He wants you to rep these colors proudly. He wants you to be happy and literally, like I said, proud to be a Tennessee Titans fan. The energy, the excitement, bring that shit. That's what we want. Keep talking to him.
Anybody who deals with our players, the expectation is to bring
RTB,
great energy,
I see you.
have great experience, and have great expertise.
Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Thumbs up, fellas. Come on, y'all. 100 likes. Let's go.
We're going to be a connected football team. We're going to be a connected organization.
Hell yeah.
I believe in it. If you don't have a connection, it's really hard to do anything worthwhile.
I like that.
The business of this sport really is all about people and relationships. And so if we don't have any sort of connection, there's really no point in us doing our jobs the way we do it. This is what makes it fun. This is what I enjoy the most, is being able to be connected with the people that I work with every single day.
Hey, man, I hear that. Being connected with my subscribers, man,
Everyone
same shit.
wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what makes this sport special.
Super
That's what makes
Bowl,
sports in general
baby!
special.
Come
But if you're
on.
part of something bigger than yourself, you sacrifice for the greater good. You give up some of your individual successes and aspirations so we can lift the team. And there's been that trait goes from high school through pro football. Every team I've been on that's been great has had those traits.
That like button going,
And
fellas.
it's a critical part of building a great football team.
If you guys want to donate, we got it
Being a
right here
great
as well.
teammate,
Cash
playing
App,
hard
money
for each
sign,
other,
Titan Anderson, to go.
helping everyone around them accomplish a greater goal is the principles of what this program will be built on.
Hell yeah.
Those are the things that we're ready to accomplish as a football team, as an organization. I cannot wait to get started. These are the things that I enjoy this part, but the work is really what I enjoy the most. And so I can't wait to get going. I can't wait to see our players. For all those guys out there watching, I can't wait to meet you. Please come see me. My door's open. I can't wait to start building our relationship so we can go win a bunch of football games and have a lot of success.
Yes, sir. Woo!
The last thing I'll say is that really to the Titans fans, the city of Nashville, and the great state of Tennessee, we're going to need your incredible support. You're a huge part of this. We need Nissan Stadium to be the most feared stadium that people walk into.
Listen, y'all, listen.
We need every possible bit of energy, every last amount of enthusiasm. Our players need to feel the energy. I can't wait to see you guys there. It's going to be a lot of work ahead, but a lot of fun as well. I'm proud. I'm humbled to be standing here before you as the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. Thank you.
Woo! Hold on, we're going to take... hold on, baby. He's going to take some questions and talk some more. But I needed to talk to y'all for a second. Bro, chat section, bro. What are y'all thinking? Seriously, so far, like... First of all, him thanking everybody. And a lot of people are probably like, "Why'd you play that part?" I played that part. Like, why did he play that? It has nothing to do with the Titans. He's our head coach, and that beginning part showed him as a person, showed him how he got to where he got to, and how thankful he is, even for the smallest of coaches. No disrespect to the high school coaches and shit like that. He thanked everybody. Family, coaches, friend, everything. That's a true leader. This guy is amazing. This guy's doing everything you could possibly, like, literally. I can't wait to see how he approaches this offseason and NFL draft. Him and Rand together with Amy. I cannot wait to see this. Like, literally. This is going to be so fun to see this new Titans team, led again by Will Levis, Jeffrey Simmons, hell, dare I say Stonehouse, best punter in the world. He'll be back as well. But you guys got to understand something. You guys got to understand something. We had a lot of holes. There could be a slow start. It could be a tough season next year, even with a good draft class and a good, free agency and everything like that. It could be still pretty rough. We have a lot of holes. We all understand that. But it also could be a season where we turn it around faster than anyone thought. Look what the Texans did. There's always teams every single year that do it faster than what anyone thinks. I don't know, you guys. I think it's possible. I think if people want to keep sleeping on us, that's perfectly fine. But I'm so excited. Titan South says T.A. Callahan is good at making adjustments on offense. If someone's not working, he'll quickly have a plan B. He's the perfect guy to be where to take us where we need to go. If Will Levis wasn't quarterback of this football team, I can almost guarantee you he does not come to Tennessee. I don't think he would. The fact that Will Levis showed all those signs last year is the reason why I think he took this job. That's what I think personally. I mean, a lot of people were curious, why are we still playing Will Levis, blah blah blah. We wanted to be able to give the next head coach and some film to look at, not just a game or two. I'm pretty sure, and Brian Callahan has mentioned Will Levis, mentioned a lot of it. Will Levis can make all the throws, fellas, and more. He's got the leadership qualities, the emotional leadership, screaming, and everything like that. The vocal leadership. It's everything is going to work perfectly. And then Mr. Jones says, how did Cincy do this year? Well, Cincy had a lot of injuries. I think if you're trying to combat that, Joe Burrow was hurt the whole damn year. This is fun. This is fun. I appreciate everybody again, man. We got almost 49 people watching. I'm looking at the comments real quick. Yeah, Callahan is somebody that is going to do very well in situations like that. I can guarantee that. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's keep it up.
Yeah.
What are your feelings about Will Levis? And have you?
This is where he talks about Will Levis.
I called Will I don't even know what day it is anymore, but I called Will a few days ago after I got the job, and then I saw him here today. He was working out, so I got a chance to catch up with him. I told him he's leaving town, I think, tomorrow morning, but he'll be back. But I've really enjoyed getting to know him. I can't wait to get to work with him. He's got a lot of really special physical talents that I'm excited to go see if we can make better. And everything about him so far has been fantastic, and I'm excited to get to go further down into it.
Your catalog of quarterbacks you work with.
That TD.
What are some of the things you learned from guys
That TD.
Stafford, et cetera, Burrow, that you want to bring to help Levis develop the way he needs?
Yeah, I've been incredibly fortunate to be around great players.
He said Malik is
Those guys
catching
all
the
bring
next
something
bus. I'm
different and
done.
unique. When you talk about Peyton Manning and his incredible ability to prepare, the attention to detail that he brought every single day, the intensity that he went about his job.
Listen.
Those years I was with him showed me what it was like to be, what a great quarterback should look like.
I'm going to stop you real quick right there, head coach. Peyton Manning showed the guy what it's like to be a professional quarterback, what it's like to... Peyton Manning helped create our head coach. Peyton Manning helped create our head coach. Oh, man, that makes it that much better. I love it. Don't let his age fool you out there. Don't let his age fool you.
And not everybody's going to be him, and nor is anybody expected to be. But the foundation of how he went about his business was pretty incredible. And I've taken that everywhere I've gone. As far as the work ethic involved, the attention to detail involved, those things are really important. Obviously Matthew is a great player in his own right, and I learned that Matthew is very different from Peyton, but they were also
he's talking Matthew Stafford, guys.
And you let those players be themselves. And I didn't try to make Matthew do anything that he didn't want to do. He's not Peyton Manning. Their personalities are different, but they're both great players. And what I learned, Matthew was an incredibly tough player. I've never seen a locker room rally around a player like him the way that they did when I was with him in Detroit. He's one of the toughest competitors I've ever been around. And so you see these traits everywhere you go, and you start to realize what it takes.
Matthew Stafford was tough.
And I feel like I've got a lot of guys I've been around.
Still
Joe
is.
Burrow, obviously, been around a different version of Joe. I got Joe as a young player. A lot of these guys were veteran players when I was around them. And Joe's a remarkable player.
Joe Burrow is savage
for the game, and so to have an environment as a young player where he was growing and having conversations about what he liked and didn't like really helped me learn how to be flexible with the approach for those players and put them in position to do well. As far as how they go about their daily routine, what they like conceptually and schematically, those conversations in the quarterback room are able to help foster hopefully a lot of success. And so.
Brian, I'm sure everything will depend on.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that we want to do to start is put the players we have in great position. Let them be able to find their roles, define what those roles are for them, and put them in the matchups that we feel are to our advantage. That's a very broad, general offense.
So what are you saying, Coach? You saying get Ty J Spear the ball in space more often? Take deep shots when you got one-on-one situations more often. I can't wait, bro. Like, everything he's saying is exactly what we wanted to hear from our next head coach, bro. Every single thing he's saying. Like, it's perfect.
Offensive philosophy, but that's sort of the starting point. We want to be great detail in the passing game.
Hell yeah.
Route definition, route spacing, want to be able to complete balls at a high percentage. That's always going to be the goal. The run game, we still want to be physical. Don't get that part twisted. That's been Titans' identity for a long time, and it will continue to be.
He just said, don't get it twisted. We're still running the ball. We're being physical. Titans identity. Oh, buddy. And what did I tell you guys last live stream? Don't expect that to change. Don't expect it to change. Will we throw more? Of course. But guess what? Play action creates deep throws. I mentioned that. It's not going anywhere. You got to be able to run the football. You got to be able to run the football. Got to.
We'll be a physical football team, and we'll be able to run the ball the way we need to
Hell
win
yeah.
games.
Yep.
But that's probably the best way I could say it without going too far in the weeds.
All right, you guys. I'm going to get into some of the comments real quick from you guys and say what's up. What are you guys thinking right now? What are you guys thinking about everything that you guys heard? This is crazy. This is completely crazy. The Tennessee Titans. Let me fix my mic. The Tennessee Titans. They got a guy who's family first. He cares. He listens. He pays attention. And again, like I said, he cares. He really wants to be great. He wants to win. And the people that he's been around, unbelievable. The people that he's been around have shaped him, have formed him into the player or the coach that he is, the person that he is. Amy had a vision. She brought in Ran Carthon. Ran Carthon is a part of her vision. And that vision has went from Ran Carthon down to our new head coach, Brian Callahan. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is a beautiful thing. Big Dog says, we coming back as a nightmare team. Casey Fanart says, Spears is going to pop off next season. Spears is going to be so Christian McCaffrey like, you guys. It's going to be crazy. I just can't wait to see. I want to see Tyjae Spears break away like on a long run, like, you know what I'm saying, in the open where someone has to try to catch up to him. We didn't get to see that, but we will. Let's see. Juan G says, so that means Derrick's coming back. I thought about that too. I was like, oh, does that mean we're going to bring him back? Maybe keep him? Like, I don't know. I think that'd be the smart thing to do personally, but I mean, we'll see what they do. We just got to trust what they're going to do, you guys. So far, I mean, look how bad it was and look at how it is right now. Everything seems like it's going in the right direction. Let's just continue to hope that they do the right things. It's up to them three. It's up to them three to do what they're going to do. Bring in who they're going to bring in. Get rid of who they're going to get rid of. We need the right people to come in. We need the right people to fit in to what we've already got and what we're trying to become. Black Bear says, TA, will this impact Henry's decision on leaving or not? I don't know. I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. I think Henry needs to really think about, like, he's not going to, no fan base is going to treat him the same as us, man. Whether that means a lot to him or not, I don't know, man. But we could still give him a lot of carries. We can still give him what he wants. I mean, there's nothing wrong with making Tyjae Spears involved a little bit more. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Use them both at the same time some more. Like, I don't know, you guys. Like I said, everybody knows how I feel about Derrick Henry. I would love for him to come back. But, again, that's out of my hands, bro. Void Proddy says, Tyjae is very shifty and quick. He's also a dual threat running back, good at catching and moving around to gain some yards in the air and on the ground. Yeah, for real. For real, bro. That's a fact. Black Bear says, it feels too good to be true. It's great, bro. The Willitro says, Spears is turning into Kamara next season. Oh, Tyjae Spears is turning into Kamara next season. Well, Kamara's different. Like, Kamara is like a different style runner. Tyjae Spears runs like super hard and aggressive. It's like a different, like, it's almost like Kamara is almost like a I don't know how to really say it, like kind of like a hesitation runner almost. Like, he's patient. He's very patient with what he does. And not that Tyjae isn't, but Tyjae explodes, bro. Tyjae explodes. I want Tyjae to just be Tyjae. I want Tyjae to be Tyjae. Big Dog says, Super Bowl, here we come. That'd be nice, right? He said, "Oh no, that annoying Browns fan is back." Yeah, they come back every once in a while. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that Derrick Henry does come back, though, you guys. That would be nice, but we'll see. LaMarcus Spears says, Tyjae Spears is touchdown waiting to happen. I mean, he proved it last year. Randall Williamson says, 10 mil, 2 years for Henry. I would do that in a heartbeat. Much more than that, it gets out of range. I mean, I just think it's something that they need to talk to him about. But I would love to keep him. I would love to keep Derrick Henry. Lone Star Titan says, Mr. Jones bringing the facts right now. He said, what do you say? Busting with the boys didn't look too promising of him coming back. I don't know. Yeah, he might not, but who knows? We'll see. We'll see what the best offer for him is. I always keep faith in things that I specifically want, but it all, like I said, it just depends. Thank God we have Tyjae Spears to where that if we lose Henry, we got a guy who can really fill the spot, and I really feel like do well. Titan South says Spears is a double threat. He caught a deep pass from Levis. He's a receiver running back. He's special, bro. He's special. That catch was insane, and he got popped right away, too. Voids Prodi says Spears 1,500 rushing yards and 600 receiving yards with 15 to 20 total touchdowns, hopefully. Dude, he's a beast, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I was telling people, everyone talks about Will Levis being a beast, really, like, oh, shit, how Titans found him. People need to realize Titans found Tyjae Spears as well. Like, he looks like a star as well, like legitimate star. He just, like I said, he was a backup, and he did get more, like he got 100 carries, but just imagine what he could do with 250 carries and 50 catches or more, 50 to 75 catches. Like, he could put up mad numbers and be a fucking just playmaker like nobody's expecting, because nobody expected him to do any of this. He's a third round pick because nobody thought he was going to be this. It's crazy how, Rand just knew. Rand just knew something about this. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. I appreciate it, though, man. Like, I appreciate that guy. He's a beast, man. He's a beast. We just got to go out and get some more speed. Got to get some more blocking. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll figure it out. Let's listen to some more from Coach.
And maximize what they do well, like you mentioned before, even to the point of adjusting from Joe Burrow to Jake Brown in the middle of the year. What's kind of been the key to that you've found in terms of maximizing what a guy can do?
Communication. Being able to hear what quarterbacks are comfortable with, what they like. The offense is always going to have enough plays. There's always going to be enough scheme. And so you want to know what the quarterbacks feel great about. And Jake was incredible with his ability to communicate what he liked. We put those things in for him so he could have success. And that's part of what fosters a great quarterback room, is the communication between myself, the coordinator, the quarterback's coach, and the quarterbacks in the room, is knowing what they like and what they do well. And we try to do as much of that as possible.
Everybody hit that like button. Let's go.
I don't like something. We're not going to use it. We're not going to call it. And that, to me, is the most critical part. If you have great feedback and great rapport and a great relationship with those guys, they'll do a great job of giving you the information you need to help them.
Hell yeah.
And put them in position to be successful. And Jake was fantastic at it, and obviously led to quite a bit of success.
What is your philosophy, Brian? What is your philosophy? What is your philosophy on defense? We heard a lot about your offensive stuff, but what's your defense philosophy?
Ooh, defensive philosophy.
Talk defensively. We're working through what that's going to look like for us by the types of people we're going to bring in. But at the end of the day, you got to have a very flexible and adaptable defense. You still have to be physical. You still have to run and hit. You have to tackle well. You have to force errors. There's a lot of things you can do that in the coverage structure game, in the pressure package game, where it makes it really hard on an offense. And so I know it gives me problems. I know the hard defense is the game plan against, and those are the things that I'm looking for in the style of defense we're going to play. Without getting too far down, a bunch of characteristics don't mean much until we put the pads on, but that's what I look for. Is what makes it hard for me as an offensive coach.
I see you, Void.
Defense that I'm looking for. Oh, they're multiple nowadays. 5-man fronts are part of football. Whether you're a 3-4, whether you're an under front, there's going to be those types of players. Everything about the way the structure of the defense is built here is going to be pretty similar as a starting point, but I hesitate to put labels on what and how we're going to do it at this point.
Is the idea of player feedback?
Top tier, you're right. He's answering every question straight up.
It's a critical part of it. I think players, they're the ones out there doing it, and you want to put them in great position. And so you want to know what they like, what they think. A lot of times players have great ideas. they come to the sideline in a game and have a suggestion, and usually when they feel really confident about it, it tends to work. And that's part of
Chat section. Who do you want to draft? One player.
Coach to player. You have to have those guys feel like they're in a place where they can say what they need to say, and they don't listen to everything. It's not always exactly not everything they suggest works every time, but you want an environment where they feel like they can do that and feel like they can have input into what's going on, because they're the ones that have to go out and do it. And so if a player says, I don't understand this, how come we don't do it this way? Well, it's my job to explain why. And then if he just still doesn't understand it, I ask him, well, what do you think about it? You can have a good dialogue, and a lot of times you're able to find a great solution to whatever the problem is you're trying to solve.
How would you describe, or how would you want others to describe your teaching style, your coaching style?
My coaching style is consistent. My demeanor is pretty consistent. I pride myself on being a great teacher. That's first and foremost. As a coach, that's all you really care about is how well can you teach and articulate to the players what they need to do.
Nice.
I have plenty of intensity. I'm a pretty laid back demeanor most of the time, as you guys will see, but when it's time to make corrections and bring the energy that's necessary, I can do that.
Yeah.
My coaching style is a teaching coaching style. We're trying to make sure that our guys know exactly what to do, how to do it, and can go execute at a really high level and as fast as humanly possible.
Protection's been a huge issue here the last few years.
Ooh, they talking protection, fellas.
Your ability to help identify players who can.
Hey, this is huge right here because we can't protect worth of shit, bro. So let's see what's up. See what he says.
And how much schematically can you fix them?
There's a lot of things that go into protection. Some of it starts with as simple as you got to go win. You got to win versus tight coverage. Protection is an everybody problem. The quarterback's got to get rid of the ball on time. They have to work through progressions quickly. So to say that it's a specifically the offensive line needs to fix the protection problem, I don't agree with that. I think it's a holistic offensive issue if you have protection problems, and there's a lot of ways you can help weaknesses, highlight strengths, and everybody's involved in the process. As far as profiles of offensive linemen and players, obviously you're looking for the guys that are great at pass pro. You're looking for guys that can anchor, guys that got great length. We'll talk about all the traits at a later date, but schematically you can help a ton. You can chip, you can bang edges. Backs got to be fantastic in pass protection. They got to know who to block and how to block them. So it's a holistic offensive issue, and so our job is to find a way to make sure everyone knows all the specifics of what we're trying to get done, and then they can technically go execute it. Some of those specific traits.
Bro, this fool's smart as shit. He's over here like, nah, it's not. Nah, hell, nah. Don't believe none of that. You could help. Like, even if you got a weak ass offensive line, there's ways to make people, make people's strengths shine. He's saying you can help out the weaker, not necessarily players, but actually, let's just be honest, the weaker players by help give them a little chip block. Help, the running back could kind of be more focused on that side. There's so many different things, and the main stuff that he's pointing out just shows that he understands. He understands football. Like I said, he's been around for so long. He's just young. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's pretty impressive. Everything that he's saying, and again, I think it was Top Tier that said he doesn't even stutter. Like there's nothing that seems like is too big of a question for him. He's got an answer for everything. This guy is ready to be head coach of this football team.
Excuse me?
Everybody hit that like button.
Yes, I will.
Yes, how big of a transition do you expect that to be?
Not a big one at all. The way we've worked in Cincinnati, very collaborative. I've been with Zach for 5 years, working with him as the primary play caller and me as the offensive coordinator. I feel really great about the process. Part of that is bringing in great people to help me, and that's a huge part of our next couple weeks is finding those people, because when you have an offensive staff that you trust and guys do a great job with their areas of expertise, our third down, our red zone. By the time you get to Sunday, the game plan is mainly set. Now, where guys are in their stripes is when you have to adjust and adapt mid-flow of a game, and that's where you have to have great people involved in the game plan. But I don't see it as a big adjustment. It's going to be a collaborative approach on offense, and we're going to make sure we get the best plays and put our players in the best position. So I'm excited about that part, and I'm excited to get a good staff put together.
Taking you back down that emotional road after you accepted the job, what was your first conversation like with your dad?
It was cool. It was cool.
It was cool.
I think I asked him, I don't know how many fathers and sons have been head coaches in the NFL. I don't think it's many. And that's
He's talking about his dad, by the way.
I think it's a very prideful thing for him to be associated with, him and I. And I just, it's been a lot. You live this lifestyle, and there's a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of adversity that comes your way in coaching. And so just the fact that I've been able to stand up here and he's been able to do the same thing, for me, that's a huge honor. Obviously you want to be like your dad,
Oh, that made him emotional. Oh, man. Hey, he said you want to be like your dad, and he's like super choked up right now on screen. I wish I could show you guys, but it's crazy. Like, yeah, top tier, I see you about the adjusting. This guy will not allow bullshit to continue. Like, if there's a struggle that is obvious, he's not going to allow that struggle to continue to struggle. He's going to fix that shit. He's going to fix it, and he's going to notice it. He's going to voice his opinion. He's not just going to sit there with that look on his face like he stepped in shit and he smelt shit on his shoe. He's not going to do that. So again, we got ourselves a really good coach. Let's finish this up, fellas. I'm excited.
In Cincinnati, that you felt like, okay, I'm ready to be a head coach now?
Yeah, that's a good question. The greatest thing about Zach,
Void, you're right, bro.
Me,
oh my God.
My experience in Cincinnati was he was an open book, and so I was involved in a lot of the things that came across his desk.
Hit that like button, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Very involved in the scouting process in Cincinnati, as a lot of you know. And so just seeing all of those processes work over 5 years, seeing the pitfalls and problems, where the landmines can be, his allowing me that access to those conversations has been huge. And I walk into this role today, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of surprises, but I feel very confident that I'm prepared for it. And it's because of his allowance and access to what occurred on a daily basis. And he would often come by and say, hey, you should think about this for a second and write this down for when you're doing this. Here's how you should handle it. So just incredible investment in me that helped me grow. And again, I feel because of all those experiences, I'm kind of uniquely positioned for my first time doing this. I feel really good about it.
Having learned those things, Brian, having learned those things, what was it?
There's like 100 people trying to talk right now. It's crazy.
It felt just like the place that I was at. And I mean that in the most complimentary way possible, because I loved being there. And you felt the atmosphere here. You felt the intensity. You felt the want to be great. And I walked in here on Monday.
Hell yeah, we want to win, bro.
That's one of the things that stood out.
We want to win.
There's a lot of passionate people here that want the Titans to be
Hell
a
yeah.
great football team.
Yes, sir. I knew he saw
And
my
I felt like
tweets. I knew he saw my
that's where I wanna
tweets
be.
and my
I wanna be a
videos.
Part of that. I want to be with people like that. And that's
We want to be with you
the
too.
compliment I can pay is that I walked in immediately and it didn't even have to do anything. There was nothing about the football part that I even cared about. It was the people and the people. in place here that made me feel like this was the perfect
That's right.
fit for me.
You're welcome. You are welcome here, Brian. We gonna make you feel welcome, big dog.
They wanted out.
Holy shit, this guy is awesome.
I guess that might be a question for them. I think they want
This
to.
is awesome.
I think Rand said it before, and I believe it. Really, to my core, is they want a partnership. I think Rand and I are going to build a great one. That I don't have any doubt about. And so that to me is the starting point. Is the personalities to mesh and fit and build a partnership with a vision.
I see you,
towards
Whiskey.
building a
I see
football
you,
team
buddy.
that's
I'm gonna
got
be there,
the ability
bro.
to have
I'll be
sustained
there.
success. And I can't answer more of that. Maybe they can chime in, but that to me was the biggest part. Is that we were forming a partnership and a relationship.
We gonna call it the Callahan comb over, baby.
I love Rand's
Got the
line. He said all
Callahan
time,
comb
Rand,
over
Rand,
hairstyle. 54 people watching, y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment. Let your voice be heard, fellas.
Staff there, what would that process be like? You have some people
Yeah.
in mind, will you consider people that have been on the staff?
Yeah, we're going to take our time. We'll be patient. We have people in mind. There's people we're going to talk to. We're not in a rush. We can talk to as many people as we'd like. As those things come more into a clearer focus, as I actually get to go sit in my office and work, you guys will hear more about it. But the process won't be rushed. We're gonna get the right people. We're gonna find great teachers.
Yes, we are.
People of high character. Find great communicators.
Hell yeah.
And guys that coach with great energy and passion. And so that's what we're looking for. And we hope to find them. And we're gonna
passion.
Leave no stone unturned to find those guys.
Passion, fellas. Passion.
I saw you had mentioned, you're either coaching it or you're allowing it to happen. How do you go about holding each coach and player to a high standard and just, figuring out where they count?
You have to define them. You have to define what the standard is. A lot of that has to do with execution. The way I like to say it is be where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. And so as you show guys what the standard is, what the expectation is, the easiest way to do it is, if they don't meet it, is to show what that looks like. This isn't what we're looking for. This isn't what we want. You can be very clear and very demanding.
Hell yeah.
Without having to go jumping through hoops and having the fire raging from your head, but it's pretty simple. Here's what the standard is. Here's the expectation.
Hell yeah, coach.
And then when it's not being met, make sure that we're coaching and teaching where we've fallen short. And that's, to me, is the easiest way to describe how you keep people accountable and you hold people to a high standard.
And with that, you look at week 6 last year, right before the bye week.
Unbelievable,
you
bro.
The guys out and they come back, you reemphasize your message. Your message, you guys went out and dropped, 31 against the 49ers.
Yeah.
How do you know when it's right to, okay, I need to get on this guy, let him know?
See, and that's one thing that we need him to do, like how TD is telling him, like, when you came back and scored all those points in the 49ers, this and that. This guy, he knows when to get in your face. He knows when to be aggressive, when not to. He understands that completely. Like I said, he's been around. He's been in the game forever. His pops is involved. Like, come on, bro. This guy is going to bring like, Amy went out and found the perfect person. Her and Rand Carthon literally working magic. AFC South, you better be ready, because the Titans are going to be fighting. We ready. I hope you guys are ready. You better hope we don't draft well. You better hope we don't get none of these big-time receivers. You better hope we can't block.
Then when you got to pull back.
It's just a feel. It's again, the biggest part of it is making sure you've built strong relationships with
Damon, I know I heard it too, bro. I'm just listening to it, reacting, and going over it with all of you guys. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who haven't even seen it yet, bro.
And whatever messaging you deliver, my messaging is usually pretty similar to how I'm speaking right now. But there's a time and a place where that messaging might need to be a little firmer. It might need to be a little more colorful. And you know based on where your team is at, when that might be necessary. And again, I've known a lot of those guys in Cincinnati for a lot of their careers.
Get them comments in, fellas. Get them comments in.
Some for 4. So I feel really confident in where I felt they were in that moment and their ability to receive the message.
Hell yeah.
And sometimes there's a place for that, and I felt like that was the right time. And
everybody hit that like button, man. Also, we have channel Discord.
Game the week before and didn't execute again. Same thing. The standards weren't being met, and so the idea is to make sure we hold that everybody to the same standard and a high one. And so I felt like it was a time and place for that.
You see that? When there's a time and place for, he's gonna hold everybody accountable. You better do your job. Do your job. Do your job. One of my mods posted channel Discord. We have 24/7 Tennessee Titans talks, you guys. Channel Discord. Someone post the link. Let's get it.
As growing up around a coach, and like you said, 10 years old, sitting in your dad's office, form you and teach you not just to be a teacher.
I see you, Randall.
And what it takes to be a head coach.
Yeah, you learn probably more by osmosis, just watching people.
Okay, Buckeye, see what I'm saying? What's up?
And you realize that maybe you were learning something along the way. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I was learning a lot about leadership at 14 years old. I was sitting in John Gruden's quarterback meetings, and I was just more in awe of the players there. And
bro, timeout. Bro. 14 years old. He ain't climbing trees. He ain't doing none of. He ain't playing basketball. He ain't doing bro. He's at John Gruden's quarterback school. What? So not only Peyton Manning, Stafford, all these guys, Burr, all these guys he's worked with, add Gruden to the list. Add his dad to the list. And everybody else he's been involved with to the list, who has put together this amazing head coach. Brian Callahan has been molded from all of these people, mostly his dad, I'm sure, but all these people surrounding him, brought into this wonderful world we all love called football. And he's just soaking up information from everybody. And at 39 years old, gets his opportunity. After learning stuff from guys like I've already said, Peyton Manning, John Gruden, Stafford, Matthew Stafford. I mean, Joe Burrow. Like, guys, this guy's been around so many people. Hands on. This is crazy, bro. Make sure you guys hit that like button, bro. Let's get it up. Where are we at?
But I
What's up, Kent?
back on those moments a lot, and there's things that you learn about how people handle it, how they speak, that you hopefully take bits and pieces of, and it's just been a lifelong journey of doing that. And so I can't point to anything specific necessarily, but it certainly helped me be around this game for a long time. I feel like I don't really know any other way or any way of life other than football. So. Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
He getting emotional again, man. This is crazy, bro.
No, I have not. I don't know how many sons have interviewed their fathers for jobs, but
I can only imagine that shit.
On your list, Brian.
On a list?
He's talking about his dad, trying to bring his dad in.
He's under contract. There's nothing I can say to that either way. So
This guy's amazing. You can't tell me he's not years above his age and maturity. Football wise, he's got the experience already well beyond his years.
It's a broad stroke term, but there's a lot of details that go into it, a lot of different ways it fits. At the end of the day, you're using hard, concrete data to help inform decision making.
Beautiful. This is amazing.
Great. The more smart people, the more information that you're given, the better decisions you can make. And so that's always going to be a part moving forward. I believe in that information. I believe in that data. And again, the game management part, the statistical analysis, all those things play a huge role in how we're going to build our organization. And they're important and it matters. So
yeah, hell yeah.
I believe in it.
Aside from seeing eye to eye with, the people here, the decision makers and whatnot.
They're all trying to get their questions, and it's funny as fuck.
A young potential franchise quarterback in place, an attraction to this job.
Yeah, that part is attractive.
Yeah.
I thought that Will was a really good player coming out of college.
Let's listen.
And I thought when you watch him play this year, you
Talk
saw
about Will Levis.
growth. I mean, you saw him learn. The NFL
Growth.
is hard. It's hard on quarterbacks. It's particularly hard on young ones. And so I saw a lot of really positive things. Some of the throws, some of his competitive instincts that he put on tape were really impressive. And so I'm excited to dive more into that.
Really
How can he
impressive.
get better from year one to year two and keep putting him in position to have success, and so we can score some points on offense.
Ryan, you obviously worked with a lot of great wide receivers in Cincinnati. What are the qualities that you value most at that position?
Oh, he's talking receivers right now.
Selfless. That's a big part.
Selfless.
You got to have selfless guys. They're a huge
Facts.
part of the
Facts.
game. They run routes together.
Top tier. I see you, bro.
They work in tandem together, and so that's an important part. That's a characteristic as far as physical traits go. You want guys that are big, strong, fast, and can catch. That's a pretty easy way to go about it. The more of those guys you have, the better you're going to be. So.
That's
yeah,
right.
I tell you what's great about and this is a huge compliment to those receivers in Cincinnati. Incredibly selfless, love playing together, know when their time that the ball could go anywhere, and so they never complained, not once about who was getting catches or who was getting targets.
Unbelievable.
They knew that at some point it would come for them, and so they just did their jobs every day. They practiced really
Hey,
hard.
Damon, I
That
see
was
you,
the
bro.
one
I'm
thing
fucking
that's,
happy too.
Really impressive about that.
I'm
group of
super
players.
happy, bro.
Their practice intensity, they get after it, and that's why we were good, is because of the way that they practice. So, I don't know if I kind of went on a tangent there. I apologize, but I hope that answered your question.
Specifically working with
He looks so happy to be a head coach. He really does.
those things might translate to Will, as opposed to some of the veteran quarterbacks that you work with.
Yeah, it was a great process to go through. I think, and again, even with Jake,
Jack Ripper, I see you, bro. You're right.
Even though he's been in the league a few years, those processes you learn a lot from. You learn how to put the game plan together that suits them. You learn how they learn, and you learn what they like to do, and how do you highlight those things. And then while you highlight those things, how do you work on the weaknesses with it? So I've learned a lot from being a part of Joe's development from day one to now. Obviously, he's a great player.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's unbelievable.
Large part in as well. So those guys are impressive people to be around, but you take the lessons of how you coach that, and you look back and go,
appreciate you, Black Bear.
And I think a lot of it was good. There's some things that I would do differently that I'm looking forward to doing more as I get going with Will.
Some of the lessons that you took away from the leaner years earlier.
Hey, you guys, what are you guys most excited? So far out of everything you've heard, what is the thing that most excites you so far about this head coach that you didn't know before? For me, I think the fact that he's not just being around John Gruden, but Peyton Manning and all those quarterbacks that he's worked with, all those receivers he's been around, his dad, like all this experience, seeing him cry. Look, there's nothing wrong with crying. I'm going to be honest. Like for me, I don't ever cry. The only time I cry, I'm not trying to sound tough or anything. I'm just whatever. The only time I cry is if my boys. Anytime there's something wrong with my boys, I don't really cry. I get it makes me real emotional. My boys, my wife, my family, stuff like that. That's the only thing that really or a Titans loss, with the Chris Johnson hurting his ankle against the Ravens at the end of the half. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that are terrible. Ryan Tannehill throwing an interception against the Bengals. Things like that are terrible. But it's showing humility, showing he's appreciative, grateful. The Tennessee Titans got the right guy. You can't sit here and say no. Anyone that says no or is laughing or hating on this is just mad he's not their coach. That's just facts. It is what it is. It's just facts. We got the right guy. I'm so happy about it. Everybody in the chat section looks super, super stoked about this pickup. Let's finish this up. You guys got a couple more minutes left. Get your comments in. Again, everybody that is tuned in right now, I appreciate y'all, man. Over 50 people the whole time.
A lot of adversity in those early years.
Everybody's having a good time.
The roster
Hell yeah.
compete with some of the teams we were playing against, but we saw in those dark days the core of what our team was going to be. There's a lot of players there in that first and second season that
Hell yeah.
Are still there now, and that were there for sort of the glory of it. But I learned that when that adversity strikes, consistency. Zach was an incredibly consistent leader. We just kept hammering the message, and we believed in what was happening, even though the wins weren't taking place. There wasn't the tangible evidence that this is what's happening, but we felt it. We saw it in the locker room. We knew at some point, as we kept building our roster, that we were going to be a really good football team, and our players believed it. Our coaches believed it, and those are good lessons to be through some of those lean years. 0-11.
We got 50 likes, you guys. Everybody hit that like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, fellas.
And really the foundation of what our team became 2 years later was a lot of guys that had went through that process. And so you learn a lot about people when things are tough. We learned a lot about the guys in that football team, and there was a lot of them that were incredibly high character, loved playing football, and they helped us get out of those times as well. So, you learn the most when things aren't going very well. Everyone can be positive when you're winning a bunch
bro.
of games. So, those are...
That's a fact, bro. Hold on. That sounds like Titans fans, bro. That's just in general, though. Every time the Titans are winning, bro, you got new Titans fans creating podcasts, YouTube channels, everything, bro. And then when we lose, they quit, disappear, videos stop coming out, people hop teams, all types of shit, bro. It's crazy. But guess who is still here? Guess who ain't going nowhere? I'll call every single play. Every play that you call into Will Levis and he operates, I'm going to call live. Live. Except the game in LA because I'm going to be there. Bro. Oh my God, man. I'm sitting here wondering, like, damn, what are we going to do? How are we going to replace Vrabel? And after hearing this and going over it again with you guys, it's like, we got ourselves a fucking legit ass coach. I just hope everyone buys into his way. I hope everybody, everybody literally needs to come together. And I think Big Jeff and the leaders of this team, especially Big Jeff, need to get the guys together and be like, this is him. Like, let's get it going, fellas. I can't wait to call this season. It's going to be a completely different team.
Intense learning experiences for me.
He says, I'm going to the game in LA too. I'll be there, bro. So anyone going to the LA game, man, make sure y'all stop in and say what's up. I'll be there, bro. TA gonna be there. Yes, sir.
Resilient and relentless. I think that's the easiest way to say it. You want your team to have those two qualities, and if you have those things, if you're resilient and you can handle the ups and downs, and you can handle the good and the bad, and you're relentless in how you approach every day at work, every day at practice, every game you play, your results they'll come. And if you turn on the tape and you look at the Tennessee Titans, and I hope those are the two words that come to mind.
Approach to a balance on offense, as far as how does it dictate your ability to adapt and make those.
Appreciate everybody, man. We still holding strong. 50 watchers, man.
To balance on offense, it's so different from coordinator to coordinator, or play callers. Yeah.
TD's asking him about balance on the offense. What's his approach to the balance?
To adapt and make the adjustments that you have to do in the game.
Yeah, it really depends on the game, and I think there's games where you may end up running the ball for a bunch of yards and you're lopsided in the run. There's games where it's hard to run the football and you may push into the passing game.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you try to be as balanced as you can be, but it's really whatever it takes to win that Sunday.
You see that? Whatever it takes to win that Sunday. And adjusting, bro. That's what he's saying. Whatever it takes, man. You don't just go out there like what we would do and just run, pass, run up the middle. Oh, it's 2nd and 10. Let's run up again and try to get at least a couple yards to make it 3rd down and 8 or less. Fuck that. This guy knows what he's doing.
Worry too much about balance in that regard, because we're trying to win, and whatever it takes that Sunday to win, we're going to do.
Preach that shit. Let's go, baby.
It's ideal. You want to have a great marriage of your running pass game. You want to have a great play action game to marry with your screen game, and you want to be able to throw the ball in the moments that everyone knows you have to throw it. 3rd downs, red zone, 2 minutes to go win a game. Those you have to be able to execute in all those situations to win a football game. And so the balance part is important to some degree, but ultimately it's going to be whatever it takes to win.
How do you plan on balancing the new role of head coach, play calling, all the time and energy that goes into that, and then overseeing both sides?
Play calling. He's our play caller for all the people who don't understand that. He'll be the one calling the plays. He's our head coach and play caller.
To me, it's all about hiring the right people, and people that you trust, people that can do their jobs at a very high level. That's a mix of veteran coaches, having guys that have been around.
Hell yeah.
Having good energy and younger coaches, guys that bring new ideas, out of the box thinking. Those things are all important when you build a staff. As far as my role, I'm going to take it every day as it comes, and I'm going to learn a lot as we go. But I feel really confident in my ability to handle all the different parts that are asked of me on a day-to-day basis, as a play caller, as a head coach, as an offensive head coach with overseeing a defense. And so I'm incredibly confident in my ability to do that. So that's probably the best way I can say it.
All right, you guys, that is it right there. That is it. I want to, first of all, get your final questions in. I want to know what you guys think about said interviews, said talk, said everything that was said by Coach. I like I said, man, that's the second time I've gotten the chance to listen to it, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. We have a coach that's ready to just kick some ass and hold everybody accountable. No more. There's no more losers mentality. No more sitting there looking like you smell shit on your shoe. There's no more of that. No more predictability on the offense. No more accepting losing. This is done. It's time to win again. It's time to get our division back. Randall says he said someone good at their job that leaves out Tim Kelly. Guys, this is I didn't expect to like the new next coach this much that fast. We got the right guy. He's got the right mindset. He's ready to go. It's time to score 30. It's time to score 30. We have the right guy. We've got the right pieces. You know what I'm saying? We've got a lot of things we still need for sure. But it's our time to take what's right, to take what's ours. We're going to take back the AFC South sooner rather than later. Everybody better be ready to play the Titans, because we ain't going to be no pushovers. We're going to improve everywhere. So if all these teams ain't improving with us, they're going to be in trouble. This is crazy, bro. Anyways, you guys, I love y'all, man. I appreciate everybody for being here. You know, we continue to grow, new viewers, new likes, new subscribers every single day. I appreciate that. Continue to hit that like button, continue to comment, continue to share this shit out. And wow. The Tennessee Titans, Coach Brian Callahan, speaks and tells us Titans fans, tells everyone around the world what he's getting ready to do, why he's here, and where he's taking us. I love it. I'm Titan Anderson. Guess what, y'all? You can't spell Titans without putting that T-A in it. I'm off tomorrow, so we got a lot of videos to make. A lot of videos to make. Shout out to Amy again for bringing in Rand Carthon. Shout out to Rand Carthon for doing everything he's done so far and more. I love y'all, man. Tighten up, Code Blue Cyclops swag. You can't spell Titans without putting that T-A.